Pop Squat. Cool. Miniature. We've got another track we're going to listen to today from Felwud. We listened to a track yesterday from them. Let's see if I have this open. It was called Charlotte, Margot Proxy by Felwud. It was very cool, very different. I know it got 14 views in the last 24 hours, which doesn't surprise me at all because it's just, knocking shit over. Artists people don't know about, so they don't watch it. And some interesting stuff. Very dark, very different style. Not something that I've really heard before. I love that kind of thing. Stuff that I haven't heard before. It's the best. This is a track called Faulds, Faulds. I am going to actually search to see if that's a word. Definition. A Faulds is a type of armor that were worn below the breastplate. I really need to turn off this AI overview because it really annoys the hell out of me. I hate AI. I'm a writer. Of course I hate AI. Piece of plate armor worn below the breastplate to protect the waist and hips, which began to appear in Western Europe from about 1370. They consist of overlapping horizontal lames of metal articulated for flexibility that form an apron-like skirt in front when worn. Sure, I've seen these. Interesting. So this song is called Faulds, which is a type of armor specifically to protect your waist. I don't know why. The song is 4 minutes and 37 seconds. That surprises me. I did not think it was going to be that long. Let's check this out. Felwud, very interesting style, very interesting artist. I super love some of the artwork he's using here. Kind of gives you a sense of like what style he's going for. Very important. No bio, which is unfortunate. Let's check out this song, Faulds, from Felwud. He sent this to me directly. If you want to send me music, if you make music, you produce music, you have a hand in music somehow, and you want somebody to react to your stuff and hopefully get it in front of some people, send it to me. papasquatjon@gmail.com. You are also welcome to send me money. CashApp, PayPal, and Patreon information is below. Let's do it. Faulds from Felwud with Nick Olivera and Martin Leib. Sorry, I just hiccuped over Olivera. Let's do it. Nice sound. Love how they're building the music up here. Just listen to how those layers get entered in and like added and added and added, and it just does really cool things, and they take some stuff away and then it starts building again. I actually love this sort of beginning of a song, and I could listen to this over and over and over, and I backed up a little bit, so let's keep going. So good. Okay, I want to stop this because I was getting the sense this is going to be um, ambient, like instrumental. Instrumental is what I mean, and it's listed as on SoundCloud. It's listed as alternative rock, ambient, hardcore, progressive rock, experimental trap, and EDM. So really super interested in this track, way more than I was when, because I didn't have that information on Spotify, and I should have gone to look at SoundCloud because that's where I was listening yesterday. I love the sound of this. Like, this is just a cool sounding track, and it's weird because I don't know if I should say who I think this reminds me of, is just with that guitar, especially early on, maybe a minute or so ago, I thought, oh, this kind of sounds a little bit like. Doesn't sound like. I can pick up a little bit of influence or a little bit of similarities too. That's probably better. Like some Eagles tracks. And I know people like to pile on the Eagles and say they suck and blah, blah, blah. One of the biggest, most popular bands of the 1970s. Absolutely huge. Still record holders. And I love their stuff, but this kind of made my brain go, oh, reminds me of the Eagles. And I'm loving this track so far. Love it. That little bit of reverb, this section, like right here, this is what reminds me of the Eagles. It's that there's the guitar, whatever it's doing, that reminds me of it. I love this. I absolutely love it. This is going on my favorites. I'm downloading it. I'm probably going to search it up like immediately after we're done with this video. That's a little country thing. Wow. Come on. Ugh. I hope they go even heavier into the electronic side of things. I'm loving this. Super quiet, just fading away. I have no idea if it's going to come back and turn into something more. Don't think so. I love it. I love it. I love a track like this. Uh, Fantastic. Fantastic. So excited by what you're up to, Felwud. Like, so excited by what you're up to. You are doing stuff that nobody else is doing, especially in the combinations that you are doing them in. Like this, You do not expect somebody who's making a rap song to make a song like this, right? Beautiful, gorgeous, inventive, relaxing, very ambient, whatever I'm trying to say. Ambiance is what I was thinking of. Had a lot of ambiance. Love it. God, so good. Boy, that's this kind of song that gives me goosebumps, right? Like, just. And 14 people are going to watch this. That's fine. That's fine. We all know. We all know how good this is. Uh, Loving it, Felwud. Loving it. I hope you see this video. I hope you're still making music. I hope you keep making music because holy shit, you got some cool stuff going on. Love it. Love it. I really expected this to kind of like have a big needle drop too, right? I was kind of expecting it, waiting for it here at the end where things started to get a little bit more electronic and started to fade away, and I was like, oh, are they gonna like just? And I would have loved that song too. So I know you have more stuff you can do in this vein, and I am 100% there for it. Oh, that's good. That's all I got to say. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Why did I click away from the song? Faulds. That was good. Reminds me of River of Orchids from XTC. Reminds me of boy, this is a weird album to bring. I think I brought this up before. Joe Jackson, who did Is She Really Going Out With Him and I'm the Man. He had an album called Steppin' Out, which was fantastic. It was like, I think it's his first album, and it was fantastic. But then he did a instrumental album that I also really liked and listened to a lot. It was almost more like a Blaze of Glory. Is that it? That's not it. Was more of a, what's it called? Like a orchestral thing. And Willpower. That's it. This album came out in 1987. And I think he did a bunch of stuff because I saw another album here called like Symphony Number 1. So I think he's done a lot of music that is not rock. Love his stuff. I just really enjoyed his music, his rock stuff and his other stuff. So Felwud, go check out Willpower from Joe Jackson and see what you think, because it reminded me of this a little bit. And like I said, it just came to mind. Same thing, XTC's River of Orchids. One of my favorite first minute and a half of a song by XTC. Yeah, Jesus, it's just so good. Let's just see if we can get this here. There you go. Minute and 30 seconds. Exactly. A minute and 30 seconds. the way they build up all those sounds and they start filling in all the notes that they could have just started right back here, right? They could have started here. And just everything was already filled in, but instead they start with a single drop of water. And you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that boom comes in, and then we hear it again. And they start filling in different instruments. It's incredible. I just, and in headphones, it's moving around. It's showing you where all these different parts are coming in. You feel it throughout your whole head. It like fills in this whole audio visual thing throughout. It's incredible. I love this song so much, and the fact that Faulds reminds me of it is, in my mind, a huge compliment. I encourage this. We'll probably get a copyright strike because I don't know what XTC thinks about me playing the first minute and a half of River of Orchids. I don't know why anyone would care. It's incredible. I have a funny story about oh, why can't I remember his name? The lead singer of XTC. I love his stuff. Why can't I think of it? XTC lead singer. Andy Partridge, of course, Andy Partridge. I have a friend I used to work with back in Wisconsin, and he said he was a huge XTC fan and wrote a letter to Andy Partridge. Andy Partridge, XTC should have been one of the biggest bands of the 80s and 90s, but Andy Partridge has stage fright, just won't perform in front of people at all. Just won't tour, won't do it. And so they never filled stadiums, they never filled clubs, they just didn't happen after a certain point in their career. And anyway, my friend Chris was a big fan of XTC, and Chris was a very sad, very depressed teenager, and wrote Andy Partridge and told him basically that life is meaningless and pointless and blah blah blah, and your music's really great, and I just really thank you for like making this music. And Andy Partridge wrote him back and was like, "You sound like a very sad young man." Just like, and gave him like a little pep talk or whatever, but just he was like, "You seem very depressed." It was just very funny just to come out and say it. Anyway, Felwud, loving your stuff. Loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. Gonna go download this right now. Papa Squat. Checking. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please go watch another video on the channel so I can monetize stuff. I need to make money. Oh my god, I need to make money. If you want to send me music, CashApp, PayPal, Patreon's down below, as is my email address if you make music and want to send it to me. Thank you very much. Have yourself a good day. Bye-bye.